Hey, what's happening everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at another custom lightsaber. This time it's not my custom saber that I showcased before. Instead, we're going to be taking a look at a custom Kylo Ren saber from Vader's Vault. So before we begin, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the help and support, and if you missed out on the last video, I essentially started with, of course, Happy New Year and welcome to 2020. Thanks to you guys' constant support on this channel, I wanted to go ahead and get myself something extra special to help upgrade the quality for the content that I produce here, and I essentially got a new camera, which is the Sony a6400. Here's the box, and the camera is in use. So this video is in 4K, so if you got a 4K display, let me know how it looks. Even if you're on a 1080p display, the quality should look a heck of a lot better than how it was throughout 2019. And last but not least, decided to upgrade the background bit over here. We got the Mandalorian over here. We got a nice custom shelf here. Not really custom shelf. The shelf I bought, but I added the light, so it's a little bit more customized. And right here, probably my prized item of them all, the saber that started all this Galaxy's Edge coverage. Wanted to have up there for display for you guys to check out. And also this really nice 5-panel artwork up here, which I'll put a link to the Etsy shop down below if you guys are interested in that. So let's go ahead and get to the Vader's Vault Kylo Ren lightsaber, because this thing not only looks great, but it's really expensive, which, by the way, thank you, Xander, once again. He actually loaned this out to me to showcase with you guys, and it gives me a little bit of hands-on, because a lot of people always tell me from the custom saber community that Vader's Vault is like the top tier company. They're like always the company to go to, but there's also plenty of other options you can go with. And so, you know, being able to see this up close in hand, get a feel for it, I would have to say easily Vader's Vault does a really good job. I know if you do get one, the waiting process can be quite a few months actually before you even get your hands on the saber. But sometimes what Vader's Vault will do is that they'll have special sales. Like, for example, the two that I was able to note is that they had one during the Black Friday sale, which this one was part of it, for over $1,000, by the way. And there was another one for a Christmas one where they even have special edition sabers where they make them themed for video games like, you know, Assassin's Creed, Gears of War, and so many other designs. So worth checking out if you have a little bit more disposable income. Might be something you might want to look into. But anyways, this one here, this one is the Ren Crossguard 2.0 Saber Kit. However, since this is through Vader's Vault, they did the weathering. This features CFX as the main heart of it, because as I learned, I really love CFX. And of course, you also have NeoPixel for the blades. It's got a removable battery pack, very easy to get to, which I'll showcase. But overall, this is a very nice, well done saber. And I will be comparing this to the Disney saber of the Kylo Ren Legacy saber. Now keep in mind that when I'm showcasing the Disney ones with the custom sabers, I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to brag or bring down the Disney sabers at all, because I like the Disney ones. If I didn't, I would never cover them on this channel. But there's a huge difference in terms of people who want to spend over $1,000 and a difference for those who want something that's a lot more affordable, such as $150. So let me go ahead and give you guys a closer look on this one. Then we'll bring over the Disney one so you can see the difference in terms of quality. Alright, so starting from the top. Now this one here, this red, is actually a button. It's actually the second auxiliary button. You'll notice that there's a tab here, which I'll demonstrate what that's for. I just didn't tuck it in. And this chrome piece here, this is actually the activation button. Now let me go ahead and bring over the Disney saber as a comparison. So a couple things to know is obviously on the Vader's Vault one, you have way more weathering done. The other differences too is that actually in terms of weight, they're about the same as far as weight goes. But the Disney one on some areas are a little bit thicker to incorporate the type of blades that they use. It's actually funny because these both use a 1-inch diameter blade, but the Disney blades, for those of you who haven't seen it, have this black connection piece, and that's basically what's causing these sabers to be a little bit bigger. But you have to think about it. It's either Disney making a saber that's affordable for people to get, or Disney to make custom sabers like these, where not so many people are going to be paying that kind of price. So you have to kind of look at it from their point of view. But again, there are differences there, especially again where the exposed areas are. The belt clip is also a bit different. The Disney one's a lot thicker. It actually includes a belt clip. The custom one actually does not include the belt clip, but it's more flush with the body. And the Disney one here, this is the activation switch. While this one here, the silver one, that's the activation button. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As I stated, this does feature a removable battery pack. If we flip this around, where the red wire is now behind us, this door...
Sound bank selection.
I didn't mean to do that. Let me go ahead and... We're going to get to that in
Audio player.
Alright.
SD card. Exit menu. System SD audio player.
Kylo Ren. Anything else?
Okay, well, I was getting to that. Sorry about that. This button is a little bit sensitive, but if we remove this panel here, we actually have the battery compartment exposed. So at any point, if you needed to change the battery, all you need to do is just pull this ribbon. You could remove the battery, take set another battery, put it right into place.
Anything else?
I mean, I don't think there's anything else to that. I mean, it's simple as that. And you can go ahead and take the cover, pop it back into place, and just simple as that. So it's a really nice thing, because the thing is, because this is using CFX with NeoPixel, is that you have 3 blades that this has to light up. You got, you know, the side blades, and then you got the main blade, and that's going to use up a lot more power. So having these extra batteries through Vader's Vault is a nice way to keep this up and going as time goes on, and these are going to last you... I think it really depends on the color and the effects that you're using, but you can pretty much get a little bit over an hour or so. Again, it really comes down to the size of the battery, but these are nice to have. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to, well, now activate. I wasn't trying to activate it, but since I accidentally did already, you're about to see what we're about to go with. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of demonstrate, and I will be putting the blades in, lighting it and whatnot. But I just want to kind of demonstrate because this has CFX. This also has smooth swing. Now, as you guys know, when it comes to the electronics in the Disney sabers, these aren't going to be anything close to the custom ones. You know, these are pretty basic as far as electronics go. But, you know, again, there's a reason for, you know, the Disney ones being the way they are versus something like this. So let's go ahead and activate.
Anything else?
All right, I was in sleep mode. Now let's go ahead and activate. Now the sound quality on this one is really good because you got the speaker in here, so you have a little bit more area for the sound to travel downward. And best of all, smooth swing. And just to demonstrate the Disney one, as just a little bit of an example, or to remind you guys, the sound is a lot lower on this one, and even if I were to swing this one, again, you definitely got that huge difference as far as the sound quality is for that one. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is that I'm actually going to insert the blades right now, and then we're going to go ahead and go into the different sound fonts that's currently on here at the moment. So just give me a couple minutes. Actually, for you guys, it's going to be a second anyway. So all right, I am back. I had to install the blades on these guys. So the Disney one is on my left hand. The custom one is on the right. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is turn off this main light to show you guys the difference in brightness, and at the same time it allows me to actually see how this camera performs using its auto settings for this situation. So it's a little bit of a double feature, a feature for me and a feature for you. So anyways, let's go ahead and first showcase something on this custom one, which I noticed when I was messing with it, is that this actually has a battery life indicator. Now, I don't know if mine can do that. I know this is using CFX as well. I don't know if that's a function, but let me go ahead and enable that. So when I enable this, as you can see, you got the rainbow effect appearing. It doesn't go all the way to the top. That's because the battery is not fully charged. What this is indicating is that the battery, I would have to say, is, I don't know, 80-85% full. So I thought this was pretty cool. Again, I don't know if mine could actually do that or not, or if it's just something that's only featureable if you have removable batteries. But anyways, let's go ahead and light up the Disney Saber first. Now the Disney one has a slight effect to it, very minimal, but you know, it served its purpose. Now let's go ahead and activate the custom one. And notice the difference in brightness. It appears orange on camera, but it's red in person. Just want to indicate that right now. Actually, this one looks more red on camera. This one looks more orange on camera. So yeah. And this one has a lot more for the effects. Alright, so let me go ahead and put the Disney one down. And what I want to go ahead and do is to simply share with you guys, you know, what fonts came with this. I didn't add anything to it. This is strictly like if you were to get it. These are the fonts that are going to be on here. But if you're familiar with CFX, it's very easy to add Saber fonts. If you know nothing about CFX, for someone like me who's a complete noob at it myself, it was actually very easy to learn, and that's why I love CFX. I felt like Profi or Profi, however it's pronounced, has like a lot of this coding stuff that you have to add in there. Just felt like that one was a little bit more confusing. So let's go ahead and press the auxiliary button, which is the second one on the back.
Sound bank selection.
Kylo Ren.
And I'm just going to go ahead and cycle through what's on here right now.
Vengeance. Light. The balance. Youngling.
The Old Republic Malign. The Old Republic Crucible.
The Force Unleashed 2. Camino. Shadow Force. Revolt. Off.
Rainy.
Nebula.
Crystal focus.
Nightfall.
Exit menu. System menu. SD card USB access. Audio player.
Kylo Ren.
Alright, so that's basically all that's on the SD card right now. So let's go ahead and go to one that we haven't done yet. We already heard the Kylo Ren one.
Vengeance.
So let's go ahead and take a listen to Vengeance. That was actually a lot louder than I thought it was going to be. Now this one is actually using a different blade profile. I'm not sure if it's going to appear on camera, so let me go ahead and change it really quick.
Spectrum.
Oh, there we go. I had to do the twist motion. Let's pick blue. So here we go, blue. Now, of course, again with CFX, if you press your secondary button, you get like the blaster bolts effect. And you get like little dents, indentations where the blaster has been hitting. By holding it down, you get the clashing. So if you're sensitive to strobe lights, I apologize on that one. But again, also, smooth swing. The reason why I'm not outside swinging this is that I'm not used to swinging this around. Because every time I swing it, technically if this was, you know, real life, my arm would be gone because I keep hitting myself with these side beams here. Let's go ahead and do two more profiles here.
Sound bank selection.
Vengeance. Light.
So this one is light. This one is using an unstable profile effect with, again, more, not a darker blue, more of a lighter blue. It may look white on camera. Gotta love smooth swing. Alright, and let's bring up the main light here. At least I don't have to walk over there. So in the end, what do I think about the Vader's Vault Kylo Ren saber? I think this is great. Obviously, this is going to be something that's way out there as far as pricing goes, and it's not going to be for everyone. But, you know, if you're someone that maybe has disposable income, and, you know, Kylo Ren is just something that who's maybe one of your favorite characters, and you really want a custom version of his hilts, then the Vader's Vault option for his is probably going to be a good option for you to look into. Again, with CFX, it's very easy to learn. You could buy saber fonts, add them to them here, so you're not stuck with just what's on here. You could customize it, edit it to your personal likings. NeoPixel is a great addition because it just helps bring out the overall brightness that the saber is able to produce. It's actually quite fun when I'm at the Disney park with my custom saber, because a lot of people are like, whoa, holy crap, this saber is so bright. And a lot of other people bring their custom sabers in too, which is, really cool to see what other people have and their styles or etchings and all that. You never know what you're going to end up finding or learning as you pretty much make your way doing that. But like I said, is this one that I could recommend? Yeah, for sure. If you have the money for it and this is something that you really desire, that you need for, definitely worth it through Vader's Vault. Do keep in mind that if you do order one, if it's not a ready-to-ship option, it will take a few months for it to eventually get to you. Just kind of keep that in consideration. So if you're very impatient like I am, may not be the best option, but if you're someone that has a lot of patience, then I say go for it. But until then, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Which one do you like? Also let me know down below. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next video where I'll be reviewing the Hot Toys Luke Skywalker Deluxe Edition based on Star Wars Episode 8. Until then, may the Force be with you.